It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Here's a scene a short time ago. The Ravens introduced to this sellout crowd, and through a sea of pyrotechnics, out they came from the tunnel. We're set to go as the Ravens get ready to match up with Ben Roethlisberger and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney!
He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
This time, Jackson will throw it. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team inside the 20, and it's at the 17-yard line. Big Ben and the Steelers with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Let's go!
First carry for James Conner. And a short pickup there as he'll take this up to right around the 20. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. The Steelers, of course, had all the questions lingering with Le'Veon Bell. Tip of the cap to James Conner. He really has filled in nicely.
He prepared himself as if he were going to be the starter right from week one, and I got to see him in preseason, and you saw a little bit of everything. His ability to run inside, also run to the perimeter, catch the ball out of the backfield. And how about his season opener against Cleveland? They didn't win the game, but he played awfully well, 135 yards rushing, and he helped close out a big win at Tampa Bay in week 3 on Monday Night Football with some nice runs down the stretch.
And with the play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Quarter. Set. Blue 30. One day. Big.
Now Roethlisberger to throw on second down. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the up. And this is caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown, 50 yards. And the Steelers have taken a first quarter lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Baltimore's offense coming back onto the field. And for the Ravens, Charles, it's really no question that the season sort of changed when Lamar Jackson was put in at quarterback. He ran off 4 wins in his first 5 starts. The only loss in that stretch, overtime at Kansas City. And he really gave them life, didn't he?
He certainly did. And give credit to the Baltimore Ravens staff led by head coach John Harbaugh to not only make the change, but institute the type of offense that would give him a chance to be successful. Heavy run-based, him being a full part of the run game, and it has confounded defenses around the league so far. Is it sustainable? That's a question for another day. For right now, he's got a chance to run them into the playoffs.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a third down. The threat of a second straight punt to start the game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Now this time he'll look to throw. He finds Crabtree for the completion. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
He'll leave it for Montgomery complete. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Gone! All right, here we go. 3-19.
From the gun, it's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
They give him a gain of 37. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Ty Montgomery, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. And he knocks it through. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Well, the Pittsburgh Steelers, they are in a fight for the AFC North, a fight for their playoff lives. But if they find themselves playing in January, they might look back to that Week 15 win over New England as really the thing that got them over the top.
And remember, that stopped a 3-game losing streak. And when you talk about the Pittsburgh Steelers fighting for their lives to go to the playoffs, they fought in that game against New England, got off the deck, and they came out swinging and played really, really well. So if they go down, qualify for the playoffs, win the AFC North, and if they're dangerous, that will be the game. I agree with you totally.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. He'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first.
Quarter. 8. Snickers, you gotta spin.
Now Roethlisberger on first down. Dancing to his left. And incomplete on the deep ball. Well, some news that gave us a chuckle, and we could all use that around the holiday season. Josh Johnson, a great story. He was back home in Oakland when the Redskins called to see if he'd like to join him for the remainder of the season. So how did he get to know his new teammates? Well, what did he do? He turned to the Madden game, Charles.
Yeah, and that's how you learn who they are, right? Learn what they do, have some tendencies, get some ideas about their...
It's caught inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. Roethlisberger. This one complete right side to McDonald. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Look at it, move the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 5 for 6 now throwing the ball on this drive. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown Steelers. Antonio Brown. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Steelers are able to strike for 6. Boswell on now to kick this one away. The return man, Chris Moore. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Leopard!
throwing on first down. It's Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Jackson. Flushed out right. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he was able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Flush to his right. Oh, he just needed to throw it away, but instead, out of bounds he goes, and that's a sack. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
They go play action now. Jackson. Caught left side to Crabtree. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. A battle for it here, and this will be caught. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down. Here's the run to Montgomery. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Joe Hayden there to bring him down. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. Here's Jackson.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide.
And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man, in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to dump that off to his running back, Montgomery. Even with the good move he showed, he'll be brought down short of the 15. And the Steelers signal for another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. From the gun, Jackson eluding the pressure right. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
Well, that was excellent coverage right there. And he definitely did the right thing, showing that discretion is definitely the better part of valor. Threw it away, preserved the opportunity to kick for a field goal.
And excellent coverage. And right now the human is controlling the defense, so good job, human. A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They give him a gain of 38. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Second and 10 now. It's Roethlisberger. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Eric Weddle. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Partner, if we've heard it once, we've heard it 1,000 times. Don't throw late down the middle.
And he did. We see the end result.
Yeah, what you have to do is you've got to make sure you manipulate those defenders with your eyes and your head, maybe even some body movement to move them a little if you're going to come back late down the middle.
He's going to sling this deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. The Steeler offense now with the football first here to begin the third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
They go play action here on first down. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Tony Jefferson. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. Well, partner, like we always do this time of year with the holidays here and me happy for once. I want to say happy holidays to you, to your family, and to everybody out there in Madden Land.
I like how you said that. Before I do go on, though, happy holidays to you, your family, and everyone out there in Madden Land as well. And hope that they're safe and they're happy and successful holidays for all. But as you said, happy for once. Usually you're kind of a Grinch this time of year. What's going on?
Yeah, well, my heart grew 3 sizes this winter.
I love it. I love it. Got to get you some new clothes to accommodate that big chest.
But enjoy the holidays, everyone. Eat, be merry, enjoy your family time. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Jackson on 2nd down. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Jackson from the shotgun. Escaping the pressure right. Going deep for Montgomery. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gain of 31 on third down. Operating from the gun. Jackson being chased out left. Wide open receiver complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And he'll get this back across the midfield stripe and down to the 47-yard line.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, first down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. In this case, though, give credit to the defense. They outguessed them, were prepared, and intercepted the pass.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Wormley able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss. On second down, Roethlisberger. Now he'll escape to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Steps away to his left. Now he'll throw deep left, and this is caught inside the 5. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one goes for 36 yards. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Five wides in the game, 4 of them to the right side. This time, Roethlisberger will throw. And it's caught. It's Brown. Touchdown, Steelers. Antonio Brown there to make the grab. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Boswell on now to kick this one away. Moore now to return. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told them, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Stephon Tuitt in there to drop him for his second sack now here tonight. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Pretty nice gain on the scramble. Gets him 12 yards.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
Forced out to his left. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. Play action. It's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be a second down. They go play action with Jackson. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost his bread and butter is a good running back dive play.
And he is tackled inside. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down. Play action. Now Jackson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Jackson off the play fake. Looking left side, Andrews with it complete. And he'll go down at the 28. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
12 yards to pick up there, good for a Raven first. First down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. On second down, Montgomery. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it first and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
He'll get it up the middle. Call it no gain, and it's going to be second and goal.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line.
And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Ty Montgomery, his second touchdown of the night. And now the Ravens, they're just a 2-point conversion away from tying this up. Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion. They'll try and run it in. And he will get into the end zone for 2. And this game now tied here in the fourth. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Now the Steelers offense gets ready to get back onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. Brandon Carr there to make the stop.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Here's Roethlisberger. They shakes him off. Trying to improvise. And that'll be incomplete.
He's an absolute oak tree in the pocket because he is so hard to get on the ground. Not as elusive as he used to be, but still, trying to get him down, tough for any defender. In that case, he's able to move just enough. Incomplete pass downfield.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The passing game in rhythm right now for Pittsburgh. There's another 1st down. Roethlisberger now perfect since the 2nd half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
230. These two.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. That goes for a gain of 31.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Again, it's counter. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
On 3rd down, that's counter. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's 1st and goal. Time for a break. We'll come back and see how it all shakes out after this. A game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Calling a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Roethlisberger will hand the counter. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. A great effort there. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers are going to take the lead. And his kick is good. Boswell on now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So the big play gets them across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens moving quickly here as the clock runs. He'll look to throw. And this one is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. They'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had